Today we're gonna be talking about the dark side of Forza Horizon 5. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, okay? So let's uncover the sad reality of the current state of Forza Horizon 5. Starting off with the DLCs. So for example, let's open up Steam and check out their latest DLC releases. So this is the last one over here. And it says right over there on their latest DLC, mostly negative. Now, okay, maybe it's just this one DLC that people hate, right? Let's check out the one before this one. So these are the old DLCs. We checked out this one. The one before that is over here. Let's check out this one. Mostly negative. Again. But hey, that could be a coincidence though, right? What about the one before that one? Well, we're going back again over here into the DLC list, and the third one, for example, is over here. It is, oh goodness, it is even overwhelmingly negative. Now, by now you get the idea. Players hate the DLCs. And Forza has also started dumping those DLCs more often, where nowadays it is a monthly thing to see those DLCs pop up. So the question is why? If the players hate it, why are they shoving those DLCs that they know that we're gonna hate down our throats? It comes down to, and drum roll please, money and greed. Now let's guys read the actual reviews that you guys have left under the DLCs. Like, what is all this hate about? Let's just dig in deeper. So let's click on the reviews, right? Okay, let's see. First comment, by the way, I've not sorted the comments. First comment over here that pops up. I paid for the car pass. Scummy to not include new cars in the car pass, guys. 239 people have agreed with that. So let's quickly talk about that. He mentioned car pass. Car pass is 30 bucks. No, it does not come with the base game. And it's not crazy to think that with the 30 USD car pass, you would get the rest of the cars in the game that the base game doesn't have, right? But no. You just get some cars. Either way, you need to buy the monthly DLCs if you want to access all the cars in the game. And as you can see, that reflects in the DLC reviews. And Forza is kinda sneaky with it as well. People who don't really know Forza inside and out can easily be fooled into buying the car pass. Because if I open up Car Pass description on Steam, the description says the Car Pass will deliver 34 new cars to your game weekly, and one per week. You could easily get fooled into thinking you just get a bunch of new cars weekly. Either way, you will have to buy the monthly DLCs if you want to access all the cars in the game. And new players just might think that, hey, the Car Pass is all I need to buy to access all the cars that I need, that I would miss out on the base game, right? Well, far from it. But let's continue to the second review. The second review over here says, should have been in the 100 USD premium bundle, to be honest. 477 people have agreed with that. So yeah, there is also that. So now there is the base game, which is supposed to be the full game, right? Then there is Car Pass, and now there is a premium version over here as well. So now there's 3 versions. And these mediocre DLC cars are not included in any of those packages. So what is a premium version of Forza Horizon 5? Let's see. So premium edition on Steam seems to cost almost twice as much as the base game. So surely paying double the price is gonna get us everything, right? Well, apparently no. What it does, it will give you access to stuff like Hot Wheels Track, the Rally Adventure, and Car Pass, for example. But the DLC cars do not come with it. Now let's check out the comment number 3. He says, bought it to complain that it should have been in the Ultimate Edition. Oh no. Guys, this is literally the third comment now. I'm not sorting these comments. These are the comments that have popped out automatically. So anyway, it says that it should have been in the Ultimate Edition. So there is now an Ultimate Edition as well. It's a lot of additions. It does get deeper though. Boys, there's even more layers here. Let me show you. So there is Car Pass, there is VIP, there is Deluxe version, there is Premium version, and there is Ultimate Driving Bundle. And it does not matter which of those overpriced options you get, or even if you get all of them, when new DLC cars get released, which is monthly at the moment, then you will have to buy all of those separately every single time. You will never have access to the full game, unless you pay them every month. It's almost like a battle pass. You buy a premium version of the game that costs twice as much as the base game. And every month, you still have to buy all the DLCs if you want all the content in the game. And that is, I do agree, ridiculous and scummy. I can see where all the hate is coming from. And this is not just bad for like average players, but if you're a Forza content creator, and a lot of you watching are, big or small, you want to stay on top of the Forza game, right? So you're gonna have to have the latest content. Otherwise, they just get left behind with the content. And the Forza team knows that. Now, if the DLCs that they released, instead of being like a few lame cars, they were like insanely big, like expansions, I would understand that they would have to be bought separately. But those low quality mediocre DLCs, at least give those out for free for the people who have paid twice for your game. If not more in total, actually. Like, let's be honest over here, Forza is straight up milking you guys. Even those who have paid significantly extra for the game. Dear Forza, are you okay in the head? Hello? Are you okay? So yeah, the DLCs have bad reviews because people can see right through the BS. Forza is milking us with the DLCs. And there will be people defending all that as well. I know that. If we want access to all the cars in the game, we have to regularly buy monthly DLCs. Can I just ask, whatever happened to buying the full game? There was a time you bought the game and you got everything. What changed? I mean, it is easy money. Just milk the fools. Milk them dry. Now let's, for example, look at the 30 USD Car Pass reviews. Are people who bought it happy? Mixed reviews, so they're not too happy with it. What about Forza Horizon VIP Edition? Let's check that out. Again, mixed reviews. But in all fairness, if we go on the normal Steam page of Forza Horizon 5 and look at the reviews over here, it does say very positive. So the base game is objectively very good. It's just the milking part, okay, that pisses off the players. Stop milking us, Forza. What are you doing? They keep doing those, a few mediocre cars to milk us monthly. They don't care about your feedback at all, by the way. Otherwise, they would have changed their DLCs to provide actual content to the game or make them free. It's basically like, how to explain that? Let's imagine a relationship, okay? There is a male ghost, there is a female ghost. The male ghost keeps putting his dirty socks in the sink every night. The female ghost doesn't like it. He's like, yo, Bob, you gotta stop putting your dirty socks in the sink. And Bob is like, well, now I'm gonna put even more dirty socks in the sink, now that you said it. So now there's even more dirty socks in the sink. Samantha over here doesn't like it. Do you know what this is called? A toxic relationship. And no, guys, I don't have like a fetish with dirty socks. Unless... No. That was a weird analogy, sorry. Now, to compare, Assetto Corsa doesn't have to release a new game every few years, doesn't have to shower us with DLCs, and they have very similar average player numbers, according to Steam stats at least. So why is Forza doing this to us? Let me actually answer you that. Corporate greed. Write that down. And let me ask you this. When was the last time you were blown away by a car game? Be honest. It was probably many years ago. Am I right? I'll be honest, I'm just a little sick and tired of mediocre becoming the norm of gaming. I hate it. And apparently you guys hate it. But do you know what the biggest scam is? It's the game itself. Okay, and now we're gonna have some really hot takes. We just get the same game, different map. And we keep eating that up every time. The car models are literally ripped off from previous Forza Horizon games. Map's different, it's a brand new game. Boom! Stocks go up, money comes flowing in, it's GG news. Now the sounds are apparently recorded in real life, right? But if you go and play the actual game and you didn't know that, the sounds are mediocre. Change my mind. If you didn't know they were recorded in real life like they showed all the footage, you would not know. Not to mention, boys, the anti-lag, which sounds like this. It looks ugly and it sounds horrible. But now, boys, let's talk about the graphics of Forza Horizon 5 games for a second. Compared to the previous Forza Horizon games, Forza Horizon 5 colors are just more dull. There's like a weird filter on and just minor lighting adjustments. It's nothing new, it just looks slightly different and it just feels like a recycled game. Also, I do have to point this out. If we look back into Forza Horizon 1, a legendary game by the way, that game had a server list. For example, like in CarX. So instead of this horrible convoy feature, which is objectively bad and annoying, in Forza Horizon 1, if you wanted to create a lobby with some random dudes, you just create the server and people join the server. The convoy system is horrible. Bring back the server list in Forza Horizon 1, for example. People loved it. Now let's talk about the updates of Forza Horizon 5. They're boring. It's usually just a few cars. Some of them, by the way, already in the game to begin with. They just have a different spec of the same car. It just feels like they're doing the very bare minimum. And you know what the crazy part is? It's working.